And off to the left, there is another set of much, much heavier doors.
Is it green tea or no?
It's silver. So, after that, everyone kind of files into the room. And in this room, there are, it's really a circular stage. It's very much a makeshift kind of thing. There's flood lamps thrown up in the place. And there's basic seats and little paddles. This is very much going to be an auction. So as soon as everyone enters this room, the doors close. And Katima and the thick Nazi are cut off from the TACnet.
Oh.
You guys are now in a Faraday cage.
You motherfucker.
So Katima and the Nazi are both in TACnet with each other. Salem and Hal are also still in a TACnet with each other. It will reconnect them as soon as the Faraday cage is broken, if it is, but otherwise they're isolated.
Immediately on the TACnet breaking off. Perception roll, if you don't mind, to look for a control box that would be causing this within the room we're in.
It's a Faraday cage. It's the structure itself.
I know, but if there's something on the inside that can drop that for emergency purposes, where's it at?
There isn't. It's literally the materials of the room. And
you are stuck.
You don't have anything on you that could punch through that.
Katima sends Mia's character a message, and it's like, so our budget was $80K, right?
The budget was $70K.
It was 60 because I had 35,000. It would have made it 95.
Okay. So
also for reference, I never actually got to give my name back when we introduced.
No, you never did.
Alexandria Smirnov.
Fucking Smirnov.
God damn it, Mia.
Because the fucking XCOM guy was Alexander Smirnov.
Smirnov is best random.
Yep. He fucking carried.
He did. He was one of the 3 survivors.
He was one of the 3 originals, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of video games, Mia, I'm going to get the Surge. It looks amazing, and I've already gotten 2 good reviews that were very honest and blunt.
What?
The Surge, that one sci-fi Souls-like that doesn't have multiplayer.
So,
I mean, buy it and share your Steam library and I'll play it. Anyway, moving on. So, you guys, the seats are really only for the quote-unquote bosses. So, Cat can go take a seat, and I will stand literally at the point of vantage point that gets me eyes on the entire room.
You can see everyone from behind, and that's where all the bodyguards are saying. They're standing behind their charges, behind the seat.
Okay, that'll work. I'm gonna be subtly, literally centimeters behind everyone else.
Okay.
Cat will sit up on a chair, but because they're awkward for her morph, she basically sits on the chair like L from Death Note.
God.
The reference falls flat. I don't watch anime,
squat.
remember?
Slav squat.
Slav squat, okay.
I love how that one triggers it. Yeah!
So, and in this room is a biomorph. It's a rather cheap-looking splicer, but you can tell, with the cases, it's probably just a burner morph. There's a guy in the middle, and there's one of the Reaper guards takes the place at the door. Alright, welcome to the sale, everyone. He claps his hands together. We've got a very fine product up for sale, but before we get to that, let's go around the room and introduce ourselves. We don't have to say who we are, but, let's just say where we're from. So, he starts at the far left. And the far left is like, I'm I'm not going to give my name, but I work for Omnicorp, which is someone you guys have identified already.
Mm-hmm.
Next guy down the line is, I prefer not to say who I work for. The third guy down the line is, you've already identified as the Night Cartel fellow. The people sitting next to you also declined to identify who they work for. And
who am I supposed to work for? Who is that 14K guy?
The
Yeah, you-
14Ks who were
impersonating.
impersonating.
So I'll
However,
pop my
private
emotional
collector is always a fun option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also have tagged the two who didn't say who they were from were the two who were bickering earlier about you shouldn't be here. On the other side of you guys is a group called the Organization, and they speak with even through the case's rather synthesized and robot-sounding speech, it sounds very distinctly Russian.
He's
After that-
speaking in Russian.
Cat will send a message to me as character and be like, keep an eye on the two that declines. They're fishy with how amicable everybody's been. They're very, very, very fishy even for this event.
And the last one is a member of Cognite.
Oh god, Cognite's here?
Yeah.
My character literally in the attacking was like, oh shit, Cognite's here? What the fuck are these fuckers doing here?
Out loud?
No, in the TACnet.
I know.
Everything's tagged now unless you guys say otherwise.
Yeah, the big thing about Cognate is that, first off, they tend to be the shady shit. Second off, my character's an Argonaut. Cognate hates Argonauts.
Yeah. So, welcome all you guys. I'm Louis Oh, that blew out my speakers a little bit.
Sorry.
I'm Louis Deschanel. I am a procurer of sorts. I get hard to find things, that's why you're here, and I bring back very good things. I also charge good price for them. So, the bidding will start at 10,000 credits for the item in which I've procured today. And now I know many of you would be skeptical about bidding on something. While I cannot show you the item, I can show you a reconstruction of it and tell you just exactly what it is. A small hologram appears from his hand. And it just, it looks like a normal small server. It's plainly normal. This, my friends, houses a Titan. The boogeyman who destroyed our planet and sent us scattered throughout the system. This is a delta fork of a Titan AI. This is the real deal. It is not...
On the TACnet right now, I'm going to tag that guy with a different color from everyone else.
This is the real deal, folks. This is as close to a Titan artificial intelligence as you can get without rebuilding them or going down to our fair once green planet and finding them yourself. Where and how I got this those are not really things I want to disclose. But anyone have any questions for me? No? Okay, well, as I said, bidding starts at 10K. Can I have a bid? The Cognite guy bids. Bids are increased by a K every bid, unless you want to go up.
So we got two options here. We either wait for someone to buy, figure out when the delivery is, and grab it then, or we blow shit open right now, hopefully not get fucked up by Reapers, and grab that guy and get him to spill. Because I don't think it's on site.
Cat responds just like, probably not. However, I would suggest us bidding so that we can get this into a sequestered location.
Now you're the boss, not me.
Cat'll turn bright, like fiery orange with chameleon skin and raise the paddle and be like, I'll raise it up to 14K.
And 14K for the brightly colored. What are you, a bat? Or you're curious? Tell me about yourself, man.
Oh yes, I am a hobby collector of many things that could potentially be used with morphs. As our gorgeous Night Cartel man over here has heard, I also do professional morphological changes at the time, and then I also give him the information about the 14K stuff just to make it legitimate. I'm like, I have a nice side job with dealing with morphs, and I think this might potentially help me with that.
You know, whatever you do with this item is entirely up to you. Can anyone else want a further bid? One of the shady guys, the unknowns, as it were, throws a 5K into the pot and makes it 19K. Keeps going around. Cognite bids on it, makes it 20.
Cat will go up to 21.
21. The other unknown bids 4K, bids it up to 25.
Alright. Hear me out. This sounds really fucking stupid. But you ever watch those fucking storage space fucking auctions?
Storage
Yes.
Wars.
Jump it by 20.
It's currently at 25.
Yeah.
It's currently at 25K.
Jump it by 20.
Cat will jump it by 20.
That's a big move. That's a big move. You're pretty big bat. Bids at 45K. Can I get 46? And at this point, the guys who have previously identified themselves as, well, the guy who bid last, one of the unknowns, who says, I'm out. I'm not taking part in this. So I'm
nothing to
done.
do with it.
Well, it's pretty much hit their max. So they say, they cut the throat and say they're out. So I have 45. Can I hear 46? Cognite jumps up to 47.
Cat will go up to 50.
50 for the 14K. And the Omnicorp rep also cuts the throat and says that they're out. If you guys want to make a kinesics check, you can. There is the -30 for just so you kind of see the mood of the others.
While all this is going on, shouldn't Hal be trying to get closer?
Hey!
How is getting closer?
I mean, I fucked that up horribly, but hey!
Did you make it?
No,
I
I didn't make it. I only have a 25.
-30 is fucking...
-30 is about is half of max.
Yeah. So it's pretty bad. So, bidding keeps going on. It goes, it gets up to 55K, and then Cognite, the Night Cartel, and the organization both cut it. So you guys are left with 9 lives, one of the unknowns, and you.
And it's up to 50K right now.
It is at 55K.
55. Cat will go up by another 5K to 60.
Okay, 60K. At this point, this is all of the loan money you got from Hal's organization.
Mm-hmm.
So past this point, you're paying your own money, which may or may not be reimbursed.
I've got 35K to put in.
And Cat's just like, am I okay to go over if need be
Go.
to secure this?
Go.
All right.
So the unknown looks at Cat and says 70K.
70K
Cat-
and 2
Cat-
bits. No.
Cat doesn't even react. It's just like 75.
At this point, the Night Cartel bugs out, and so it's just you and the unknown. Unknown bids another 5K. 80K.
We got up to 95.